All right, let's start off. You're going to actually give us the word of the day today. What is it and why?
Fire, because I think this is a tech market that's going to be on fire, not just for going into the end of the year this week, but what I believe right now, this AI revolution, it's hitting its next phase. And I think this is just still the start of a fourth industrial revolution.
All right, still the start, but you always say it's 9 o'clock. It's got to be 9:30.
No, I actually said it now. It's 9:30 to 10 p.m. in the AI party. That goes to 4 a.m.
All right, so you have a number of upgrades in the space, specifically in the software space when it comes to AI. One of them is Snowflake. The other one's actually Elastic. We've been fortunate enough to have the CEO on the show. Kind of a broad-based play. They do cloud, they do security as well. Why these two names?
Look, I think, and we've talked about a lot here on the show, now the second derivative, the software piece of AI is here. I think in 2025, that's going to be the key. You look at Elastic, Snowflake, names like MongoDB, they're the ones now that follow names like Palantir in terms of the software, the use cases. I believe the software AI age is now here. 2025, that's going to be front and center. That's why we upgraded those names.
All right, so both of those names have recently had earnings, actually. We're going to show the charts. Big jump. Snowflake's up over 25% since earnings. Elastic's up over 20% since earnings. What's going to push them even higher? I mean, they've had big spikes post-earnings. What else is going to happen that's going to be another catalyst?
That's just the appetizer in terms of where I believe these stocks are going. Because now the consumption model, what's happening across enterprise AI, obviously it starts with Godfather of AI, Jensen, NVIDIA. But now you look at the consumption piece, these LLM models, what you're going to start to see, I believe earnings and overall growth is being underestimated potentially by 15, 20% over the next few years. That's why you look at names like Snowflake, Elastic, Mongo. It all starts, obviously, with Messi of AI, Palantir, but this software phase is here, and it's just the beginning.
All right. So how does the idea of bond yields play a part of this? I want to ask you, probably back in 2022, we were talking a lot about bond yields. We're talking about the stronger dollar. In fact, right now, the dollar's even higher than it was back in June of 2022 when Microsoft warned, when Salesforce warned. How do those things play a factor in this tech trade?
Well, look, on currency, clearly, that's been, that could be a headwind. I think the difference now is that a lot of that's factored into guidance. Now, we got to see if that continues in terms of dollar strength. But we're in a much different situation today relative to, I think, what we're seeing from a demand perspective. That tightening environment that really actually was a big hurdle in terms of software, we're seeing the opposite of it because of where this AI revolution plays. So I think even though you could have some currency headwinds, it is not getting in the way of what I believe is we're going to be talking about NASDAQ 20,000. And I believe in the next 2 years, NASDAQ 25,000 is something that we'll be talking about.
So again, your picks for us today are Snowflake and Elastic. I also want to talk about deregulation, the idea of some changes when it comes to the FTC and other areas that are regulators. Does that help either one of these names, or are they neutral to that?
Well, I think it's actually bullish because in our view, with Khan going to be out, FTC, this is going to be significant in terms of deal making. I think these are companies that are going to go on the offensive. And then on the other hand, you're just going to have massive M&A from strategic as well as on the financial M&A side. And that's why software has underperformed. But if you look in 2025, I think a year from now, we sit here and we're like, software is fire. Because this is just the start of what I view. 9:30, 10 p.m. is the AI revolution. We're talking about $2 trillion of AI capex. Now software, they were on the velvet ropes behind NVIDIA, Microsoft, the hyperscalers. Software is like, let us into the party. Party's here.
The party's here, okay. I want to get to our mystery chart. It was Palantir. So Palantir, having a huge year so far, and you just raised your price target on Palantir. So the street's at about 37 bucks. You're at 75 bucks. This stock's had a big run-up. What's going to continue to move this higher?
Look, and the haters will continue to hate, as we know, in terms of the bears on Palantir. They are still underestimating when it comes to the software, the use cases. There's no product out there that matches what I believe what Karp and the team have done at AIP. So I think the enterprise piece, we're talking about something that could ultimately be billions of revenue. So when you actually look at what this means, $75, be like, oh, it's expensive. I look out 3-4 years from now, could Palantir be the next Oracle, the next Salesforce, the next SAP? That's what I think we're talking about. And that's why, look, the bears will come out of hibernation, talk about valuation, just to start what I view for the Messi of AI.